1 to 10. Okay, let's go to the fourth module. Gemba, very, very fancy word before, but now, people started using it. Okay. Gemba is a Japanese word. How many of you don't know what Gemba is? Type not in the comment box. If you know it, you need not type anything. If you don't know it, type not in the comment box. I just wanted to get a feeler of how many people have not heard this word Gemba. Okay, Gemba means simply, actually, Gemba is a legal terminology from Japan. It's used by lawyers. Now, when an accident happens, when a murder happens, okay, it's more of a detective word, okay? When a murder happens, would you call to your home for investigation or where would you go? That's a question. When a murder happens, where would you go? Or when an accident happens, would the police call all the people to his station, come to the station and answer where the murder took place? Okay, go to the spot. That's what we say, go to Gemba, okay? Go to Gemba. Now, what does a murder means in production or in manufacturing? What does a murder means in manufacturing? A rejection. Yeah. A defective product. A defect is a right word, right? A defect. A waste. A defect is a murder. Okay. Defect means it's gone, killed. Accident means rework. Maybe he'll survive, he'll not survive. A rework sometimes can be accepted, not accepted. So accident is equivalent to rework. So whenever a defect happens, where should you go? We have to go to Gemba, the place shop floor. We have to go to shop floor, work spot. Instead, American culture. Okay, I don't want to name any culture as America, Chinese, Western culture, or okay, typically written in books. Okay, even I don't like to use any particular country name for pointing out some culture because every country has a glorious culture, in my opinion. We'll have takeaways, good takeaways from all countries and cultures. But one of the initial Western culture had that they were operating from ivory towers. That's what the book describes, ivory towers. What does ivory tower means? That means they are in corporate office and then asking questions. They were white collared, okay? They were white collared. They operated as islands and they don't go to Gemba. But Japanese in Toyota proved, Ford and General Motors and Chrysler, it said, in our principles and practices, whenever something like this happens, we go to Gemba. And that is why I have a book called Gemba Walks. How many of you have this book, Gemba Walks, by James Womack? One of his recent books. Wonderful book. Very, very simple. It will look like all the things that we know, but the way that he has written step by step how to do a Gemba walk, just so practical, so obvious. And that obvious things we don't do. And if you do those obvious things, our workplace and culture will be phenomenally different. Gemba Walks. Please go and buy that book. Gemba Walks. Okay, let's see Gemba and management. We always said that the problem is a gap between the current level and the expected level. And if customer has an expectations, we satisfy the customer requirement at the Gemba. We satisfy the customer expectation at the Gemba, that is the workplace. Okay. And then we give customer satisfaction. Once you meet the customer expectation, the customer is satisfied. So you exercise control and you need support. Please understand this well. Okay. Please understand this well. There is two components of Gemba. One is control and support. What does control mean? You need to have right policies. This is where Goldratt comes in. He says even the policies could be a bottleneck for improvement. If you can relate to what I'm saying, type ICR in the comment box. The priorities can be a bottleneck to achieve customer satisfaction. The resources, not allocating right resources, can be a bottleneck. Not aligning the right targets can be a bottleneck. So you will have to establish right policies, right targets, right priorities, allocate resources. Then you should support. What does support means? You should listen, help, learn from Gemba employees, the workplace employees. So you have to play a supporting role and not a reporting role. So this is one of the key concepts of the Gemba management.